back to reading every Marvel comic. This time we're going back to the world's greatest comic magazine and the first ever crossover between Marvel characters. Isn't that exciting? Technically, yes, the Hulk comic did appear in Fantastic Four mentioned some other comics, but not technically speaking. The characters have kind of been separate. This time we get a crossover, and this is going to be not the first amendment because the next issue we get another crossover. So this is the first start of the Marvel universe, really. You can count Namor, but it kind of reintroduced the Silver Age, and he's only been in Fantastic Four comics, so right now it doesn't matter and other stuff like that. So this is really the first one. These are two characters going on at the same simultaneously. Now they're officially crossing over. And the reason this was done is because the Incredible Hulk books weren't selling very well. It's kind of weird enough because the Incredible Hulk's one of the most popular Marvel characters. The fact he's not used in the movies very much because of some licensing issues mostly. But yeah, his comics have always been really It's been popular a lot in recent years, especially his new runs have been. I've heard nothing but praise. So it's kind of weird that back in the day they weren't selling well, especially since they weren't really bad either. Just I don't know. Of course he would get his own line, but right now it's not very well. But anyway, let's go back to the Fantastic Four, issue 12. At last, Fantastic Four meet the Hulk. I'm just really excited that I just could read it. The Hulk is nearby. I can feel it. Another second, and I'll destroy them all. A Booklif epic. Need we say more? You are about to witness in vivid detail all the spellbinding events that will lead up to the explosion moment when the Fantastic Four will meet the Incredible Hulk. As a well-dressed, sophisticated audience leaves the city, a symphony auditorium, and suspects the famous figure who is in their midst. Oh, Ben, wasn't the Beethoven's Fifth the most beautiful symphony you ever heard? If you say so, kid. Personally, I get my kicks from low-down New Orleans jazz. Trip Stanley, art Jack Curry, inking Dick Ayers, and lettering Art Simic. Okay. Look, my dear, a company of infantrymen here in New York. Hey, look where you poking. Don't raise your voice to me, my good man. I was merely trying to see those troops and a monster. Oh, now you're insulting me also, huh? Ben, what are you doing? Hey, you want to see the soldiers, boys? Take a good look. Do you see that character lift that guy up like he was a feather? And he put him down again, gentle as a lamb. Hey, he's strong enough to be the one we're looking for. Surround him. Don't let him get away. Ben, what is it? What's happening? Sit back, Alicia. I'll handle it. Careful of the girl. It looks like she's blind. Holy Hannah, he tore that hydrant clean out of the street. Let's rush him. Are you guys all nuts? Brushing his attackers carelessly aside, the muddy thing hurls himself upon the powerful jet of water, causing it to spray in all directions, with concentrated force scattering the nearby troops. Wait, this'll cool you guys off. Quick, nail him with a specialized prepared bazooka, point blank range. Now while he's in the open. Okay, who else is looking for a fight? I don't know what's going on, but somebody better have a good explanation pretty darn quick. Holy cow, what's that? Good shot, a direct hit. Those special flexible steel bands ought to hold him. They got me all hogtied. Well, I ain't gonna stay this way. What do you think they're doing, playing with kids? Alright, wise guys, the fun's over. Now it's my turn to start getting rough. He broke the steel band. He's attacking. A study these gas shells will stop anything that lives. He did it. He's staggering. Oh, here comes the captain. Drop this weapon, Sergeant. Recall your men. You've made a terrible mistake. Minutes later. Ben, oh Ben, my darling, are you alright? Sure. It takes more than a whiff of gas to put the thing out for the count. My apologies, sir. My men mistook you for the Hulk. There's a national alarm out for him. You try to tell me that you thought that blameless lump of lard was me? Of all the crummy. Ben, don't. He's trying to apologize. Please, Ben. Can you control him, ma'am? Better stay back, man, till he cools off. As if being the thing ain't bad enough, none of those lame brains mistaking me for the Hulk. Bah, come on, kid, I'll take you home. After leaving Alicia and reaching the lobby of the Baxter building, blast the luck, I must have dropped the electronic thingamajig that opens a special elevator door. Well, I ain't in the mood to go back and look for it. We'd be needing a new door anyway. For the special key, the elevator will come down to the street floor, but they ain't gonna stop me. You only have about 35 floors at the top. And minutes later, well, here comes the lover boy. How's your date with Alicia, Romeo? Knock it off, Johnny. The thing doesn't look like he's in the mood to kid around. What's wrong, Ben? Can you tell us what happened? You're darn tootin', I'll tell you what happened. It's a lucky thing I didn't smash a few heads together. A short time later, and that's it. Can you imagine those lunkheads thinking I was the Hawk? Next they'll be mistaking me for Frankenstein. It's quite a coincidence, Ben. We just had a call concerning the Hawk. Yes, a General Thunderbolt Ross is coming to see us about him. Oh yeah, well I don't even want to hear that name mentioned again. Heck, how will you know that there even is a Hawk? I never saw him, and neither did you. But General Ross claims he did. There's the buzzer. It must be the General now. I'll deactivate the entrance locks. Glad to meet you, my boy. I'm General Ross, and this is my aide, Captain Nelson. Where can we talk in private? I have no secrets from my three associates, General. We can talk freely right here. We heard what happened before, Mr. Thing. I'd like to explain. You see, the alarm has gone out to catch the Hawk at all costs, and the only way to recognize him is his superhuman strength. Superhuman strength, Phooey. I could probably make mincemeat out of him. You make it your chance to prove those words. Here's a picture of the Hawk. Well, he sure ain't no beauty contest winner. What makes him number one in your hate parade all of a sudden? Our missile installations in the desert have been sabotaged, and he's the only one who could have done it. And where do we come in? I've come to enlist you help. I want to find and destroy the Hawk. Part 2 Mission Stop the Hawk. These are the most recent recording movements of pictures of the Hawk himself. They were taken by automatic camera placed in the sighting device of a special cannon. Well, I guess we're looking at proof positive that he does exist. And this is the cannon 3 seconds later after the Hawk finished his savage onslaught. Only the film cartridge remained intact. Hold it, sir. Sue, where is Sue? Right here, Reed, forgive me, that the sight of that monster nerved me so that I lost control of my invisibility power. He was the most terrifying creature I've ever seen. Heck, seems to me I ought to be insulted. You've seen me, haven't you? What, am I a pennywaist? If I ever get close enough to get to that oversized creep to grab, I'm gonna show you that you got nothing to worry about. After all, he may be a big, brainless, rampaging hawk, but remember, this kitty's is only one thing. I got news for you, Grissom. You probably won't get close enough to grab him. Now with a human torch around, buddy boy, flame on! Remember where he goes or what he does, I'll encircle him with my flaming cylinder. Then I'll trap him in a fiery maze from which he'll never be able to escape. Glad to hear such enthusiasm, boys, but don't forget that Mr. Fantastic will be there, too. I'm not exactly without superpowers myself. In the only event that the Hawk eludes the rest of you, there is one stunt I've been waiting to try. I would flat my body against the ceiling in a specially prepared room and wait for him to enter. And when he does, that's all, folks. Looks as though I'll be going along for the ride. I'm not sure how I can help. Miss Storm, a pretty young lady, can always be of help, just by keeping the men's morale up. Okay, sorry. That's just the way we feel about Sue General. Oh, God. Alright. Yes, Invisible Woman is not useful in the Fantastic Four comics. And she won't get her force powers until issue 22, I believe. If I read mistakenly, so yeah. Look, Apollo, I'm falling! Relax, I got him. Oh, Johnny, you forgot that you must keep your flame on too long. Or do you think the Human Torch might be a little too young for such a dangerous mission, Mr. Fantastic? Who? Him? Don't let his age fool you, sir. That flame of his is one of our most potent weapons, as well as his mechanical skill. In fact, I'll give you a little demonstration. You tell him, Big Daddy. Johnny has just finished modifying our fantastic car. Here, I'll give you a little demonstration. Very impressive looking. I still say they don't build them like they used to. A number of our fans throughout the country has written to us saying the fans' car looked too much like a flying bathtub, and Johnny agreed with them. Oh, sorry, I'm thirsty. You know what's funny about the Fantastic Four comics is that they mention the fan letters come back like in canon. There's fans like saying who write the Fantastic Four. They're based off real fan letters. Apparently, they're like they had to address it for some reason. They could have just changed it, but no, they just say, "Oh yeah, look at flag bathtub." It kind of did. I think the old design comes back though, if I'm not mistaken. Tell me more about this thing. What's her top speed? Her cruising range? Top speed is a secret, General, but it's faster than you expect as for cruising range, we've extended it to better than 3,000 miles, enough to take us clear across the U.S. Stop making and showing the brass how all four sections could disarrange and fly separately. And remember that, it was my idea. As a matter of fact, why don't we use the Phantom's car now to fly to the missile area? We can take you with us, General. So a few hours later, those jet props under each small wing really hold the ship out smoothly. Uh-oh, here's something you hadn't counted on. A rainstorm. We prepare for that too, sir. At a flick of a button, the windshield roll over and forms a transmove, waterproof, and bulletproof shield. I got to tell our army ordnance about this. Lair at a large missile base in the southwest. There's an example of the Hawk's work. Product 34. Anti-grav missile racked. But how can you be sure the Hawk did it? Look at those tangled steel. No one else has the strength to do it. Exact flying time, preventing a request of Reed Richards. Okay. Immediately upon landing, General Ross calls a high-level conference. Gentlemen, this is Reed Richards, known as Mr. Fantastic, representing the Fantastic Four. I'm Dr. Bruce Banner, civilian scientist, exec at this base. This is my assistant, Dr. Carl Gordon, and young helper Rick Jones. Hi! Every minute counts, General. How does the Fantastic Four propose to catch the Hawk? That's the kind of talk I like. Action! Talk! Let's plan our campaign. But, General, I still maintain that the Hawk is not our man. All our missile apparatus was destroyed from the inside out. I convinced a rampaging creature like the Hawk would have torn the devices from the outside in. Banner, I've told you our mission is to catch the Hawk. We'll listen to you. Theories that's what we put out of action. After he's put out of action. Now, you and Mr. Fantastic start putting your heads together. It'll be a pleasure to work with you, Dr. Banner. I've long been an admirer of your atomic research. I'm highly flattered that the most brilliant scientific brain of all time should say that to me. Well, you gentlemen will be needing me for a while. I'll get back to my work. Hey, Shorty, how much longer are they gonna keep us cool on our heels out here? What are you? Smatter, ain't you ever seen a thing before? Get fed with guys doing double takes every time they see me. Look at him go. I think you scared the poor guy. Out of a year's growth thing. Can't spare it. Hey, he dropped his wallet. Back of it all, I'll get it for him. I've been waiting to try this flame lasso trick since I dreamed it up. How would that work? How would that work? How would that work? Why would he even do that? Does that make any sense? Not bad, eh? I didn't even singe the leather. I ain't in the mood for tricks. They can't keep me waiting out here any longer. Okay, so the boys, I'm ready or not. Here I come. Thing, don't. It's a private meeting. You with that chopper, Sarge. We're on your team. Thing, what are you doing? Have you lost your sense? Part 3. Who is the wrecker? Of all the blankety blank, what's going on here? Attention, all of you. That's an order. Don't be alarmed, sir. I'll quiet them down. Let's handle this. About time we had a little action. We're the Fantastic Four, not the Fantastic One. Don't like to be kept out on the inside. Give me that gun before someone gets hurt. A voice from nowhere. This place is haunted. Seconds later, after the excitement subsides, if you weren't civilians, I'd throw you all in the guardhouse. Easy, sir. They didn't mean any harm. They're here to help us, remember? He's dang tune right, soldier boy. We take off. Who'll get the Hawk? Joker for you. So far, my loudmouth friend, you've done nothing but talk. Looks to me like you're afraid of the Hawk. Afraid of the Hawk, am I? I'll show you afraid of what. This is what I'll do to that oversized crumb bum when I get my hands on him. Oh no, that big ape ruined my bound set of telephone books. Of all the... Easy, General. We'll reimburse you for them, but you've got to watch what you say to the thing. A fine cutoff-fish this is. I've hired up myself a bunch of blasted prima donnas. Mr. Fantastic, anything I can do to help you find the wrecker, let me know. The wrecker? That's our name for the saboteur. Strange, Dr. Banner and Rick seem so sure the Hawk isn't the guilty one. Too bad we can't tell them why we're so sure the Hawk is innocent, eh, Rick? Yes, Doc. Hey, Rick, we got a wallet for you to return to someone. Watch what you're doing, Torch. I fooled you, huh? Thought you'd burn yourself, but I doused the flame in my hand. Well, you're just a barrel of laughs, ain't you? Don't blame you for being impressed, son. Look at him, green with envy. Trying not to admit he's overwhelmed by me. He wouldn't be so swell-headed if he knew I was the Hawk's partner. Later, unseen by the others, Rick Jones and Bruce Banner enter a secret underwater tunnel known only to themselves. Rick, it's going to be up to us to find the wrecker. I can't convince the others that the Hulk is innocent. Gosh, Doc, if only you could take the Fantastic Four into your confidence. Then at Dr. Banner's private lab, here it is, Rick, a skill model of my greatest work, Project 34, which the wrecker destroyed. What's it supposed to do, Doc? Place the center of a city will emit electromagnetic waves blanketing the area, making any U.S. city completely invulnerable to enemy missiles or rockets. Once to affect it, it will be the perfect defense in a nuclear age. But the wrecker, whoever he is trying to stop my work, and he has cleverly managed to make General Ross think the Hulk's behind the sabotage. By the way, the torch gave me this watch to return to Carl Court. I'll take it to him. I sure hope that Hulk doesn't appear while the Fantastic Four are here. It'll be too much even for him to handle. Say, what's this card sticking out of Court's wallet? It looks like it is. It's a membership card in a subversive communist organization. It's always the communists in these comics. Uh, that means Carl's Court must be a red. I've got to tell the Hulk. He'll know what to do. You're not telling anyone, you little snoop. So you're in league with the Hulk, are you? Well, well, now I'll be able to destroy him as well as Banner of Project 34. You're the wrecker! Part 4. The Hulk. At last. Thing, get up there! The rocket sled isn't ready for testing yet. It has some bugs we haven't been able to iron out. Relax, Napoleon, we'll just iron them out for you. Besides, I was always wanting to ride one of these kitty carts. I noticed the sled here, General, and I saw what the problem was. I think we've got it looked for you. Anyway, we'll know in a moment. All conditions are go. Read whenever Ben is ready. I checked all the rails and welded a few weak spots. Let her rip. Holy cow, the rocket sled wasn't supposed to be operational for at least 2 weeks. That was before the Mr. Fantastic got here. He straightened out the electronic circuits like they were nothing. A couple of things got her up to 50 Gs. It's impossible. Nothing can stand that pressure and not be flying like a pancake. You can't. I can see him laughing, and he seems to be whistling. By the split second, two strange prongs reach out of the ground below the twisting sled's rails into a shapeless mass. Wait, I ain't so much fun since the last roller coaster ride at Coney. Hey, up ahead, what's that? Those with those rails? Yow! Torch, quick! There's been an accident. Way ahead of you, partner. I'm off. Flame on! Whew, never flew so fast in my life. Obliged, kid, but don't let go. It's a long way down. Thing, you're too heavy. Can't hold you. Gotta spiral down. Only chance to break our fall. Reed, help! I'm gonna drop him. I'm ready, Ben. Don't tighten up. Land as loose as you can. This is gonna hurt you more than me, pal. Seconds later. Okay, big fella, everything's under control. But you men wrecked our rocket sled. You're bad. Yeah, it was sabotage, bub, but the thing saw it. Look, here comes Dr. Banner. He seems upset. Need your help. Rick Jones is gone. I'm afraid the wrecker got him. We were looking for you, too. Someone just sabotaged the rocket sled. What's all this record jazz? It's the Hulk, and we know it. No one but the blasted Hulk could have been strong enough to twist those rocket sled's tracks and not get a hold of him. No, it isn't the Hulk. It's the record. If you don't give up the case, he'll harm Rick. Dr. Banner, I don't understand. How do you know? What proof do you have? None. You just got to believe me. How can I convince you? We can't give up a task just on your say-so. Wait, I know. You'll have more to tell us. Why won't you speak? What are you hiding? It's no use. I can expect them to believe me when I can't tell them the whole truth. You know something. I don't trust that guy. Me neither. I didn't dare show them this note I found near where Rick disappeared, but I just can't ignore it. To the Hawk. Rick Jones is my prisoner. Unless you drive the Fantastic Four from this area, you will never see him again. The Wrecker. Minutes later, in this hidden underground lab, known only to Dr. Banner and Rick Jones. There's no way that I can make the Fantastic Four leave this area. Dramatically, the scientist removes his clothes and stands upon a sensitive, awesome device of his own design. It is time for me to again activate the only machine on Earth that can duplicate the recoverable gamma rays of my gamma bomb. For although Bruce Banner could not cope with the wrecker of the Fantastic Four, there's one who can. It's time for the Hulk to again walk the Earth. I need a drink. I have gotten a drink. Meanwhile, the sinister Carl Court has also discovered the many underground catacombs beneath the desert testing area and leads his teenager captive to one directly beneath his own laboratory. Walk straight ahead. I shall take you to the one place where no one shall ever find you. You ain't gonna get away with this, Daddy-O. No matter where you take me, the Hawk will find me. I beg to differ, you my arrogant friend. I shall handle the Hawk as easily as I shall expose the Fantastic Four themselves. You are now directly beneath an old deserted western ghost town. This shall be your home for a long time, possibly forever. Don't bet on it, Gramps. But, but others also know of the dark, rambling tunnels, and one of those others is the Hawk. You'll be under Project 34 pretty soon. The Fantastic Four are sure to be around somewhere, but they won't be for long. Not till I get through them. Voices, despair, better than I expected. It's them coming right toward me. I had a hunch there were tunnels on the rocket sled. The ground had a hollow sound under the rails. The Hawk must be on down here. While the soldier boys search above. I sure hope we find him soon. I'm just itching to tangle with that overrated creep. I'll play ahead and see if I can pick up a trail. And then one of the most dramatic moments in history of Adventure Fantasy occurs as the Incredible Hulk suddenly hurls himself into the open face-to-face with the mighty thing. I'll crush you like a flea! It's him! The Hulk! Having the advantage of surprise, the Hulk gets his first blow, a thundering left that could fell a bull elephant, but for the thing is merely tossed off balance for a second. Ugh, it's like hitting a stone wall. He's stronger than I thought I'll have to. What's this? Another Fantastic Four? The Flaming One. So he found you at last, huh? Moving with unbelievable speed for one so huge, the Hulk scoops a small mountain of sand on Earth and covers up the startled torch of its dousing his flame at the same time. No time to waste. Must beat you fast. Must find Rick. Now to find the last two members of the Fantastic Four and finish them off. Maybe they reach the surface by now. First, I'll make sure that thing in the torch stay below for a while. But no matter how densely packed a portion of the Earth may be, it can never stop the unbelievable pliable limbs of Mr. Fantastic from finding their way through. The Hulk is just ahead of me. I can hear his thunderous strides. Got you! But even Mr. Fantastic is no match for the Hulk's ponderous strength as the enraged creature breaks loose of Reed's twisting vine grip. He goes on a seemingly mad rampage. Sorry, I'm having a hard time reading right now. They stinging thing. I knew that Hulk couldn't keep you down for long. Look out, he's gonna hurl that wooden frame house at us. Don't worry about him, kid. This time he ain't taking me by surprise. They've all gotten free, but I'll stop him with this. Guess again, Buster. These corny stunts don't press the thing. Can't save Rick unless I get rid of the Fantastic Four. But they're too powerful to beat. All at once, got to separate them. I'll leap in the air and flatten the thing first and power dive. No, you don't, brother. This time I've got you. Yeah, well, watch this. Like a living tornado, the Hawk spins himself around, causing Mr. Fantastic to unwind his body before the irresistible power of that incredible creature. Finally spinning Hawk's power. But even as they land, that flaming, flashing, furious figure hurls towards the mighty foe. Even you can't stop me now, Hawk. But the Hawk has one more power he can use, one that never fails to stop those who do not expect it. Brace yourself for a little surprise, you flaming brat. So mighty are his arms that when he claps his hands together with full force, it has the effect of a supersonic boom shockwave. Here's a little lullaby from me to you. Ha, that'll keep me out of action for a while. But where's the fourth one? Where's the thing? Why, here, gruesome. There ain't no sound you can't listen to that I can handle also. Well, well, so the big bad Hulk's throw things, huh? They ain't gonna help you now. Anyone can fight with you, Mary's mouth. But when I get my hands on you. And so the two human behemoths meet hand to hand as the very earth beneath their feet trembles from their impact. I've been looking forward to this for a long time. Now I've got you. Slowly, inexorably, the larger Hulk lifts the raging thing off his feet as the mind-staggering battle reaches its final climax. From that instant, a strange atom-powered ray shoots out from the tunnel below and, don't move, mister, my pile drive punch is coming right at you. I'll smash you to the ground like a pancake. Ah! Hey, what happened? I didn't even land the last punch. I must be better than I always thought I was. But it was some sort of ray from under the ground. I saw it strike the Hawk. What? You mean someone's trying to shoot me out of my victory? Out of the way. I'll take care of him, no matter who he is. Holy Hannah, China robot. That guy Banner was right. It wasn't the Hawk who was doing the damage. It must have been the Wrecker's machine. Correction, this was the Wrecker's machine. You're gonna be behind the iron door, but you ain't gonna be there for long. I better become invisible and go with you. Carl Kurtz, you're the wrecker. Don't worry, Rick, you'll be okay now. It is you who should be worried, thing. This atomic powered weapon will destroy you completely now that I have set full intensity. Look out, it's the ray gun. He hit the Hawk with it. Well, he'll never aim that horrible device at another living being. What? What happened? Buster, what happened ain't nothing to what's gonna happen to you. Don't worry, don't hurt him, Ben. The general will want him for questioning. Rotten low-down spy. I like just 2 minutes alone with him. You know something, thing? You're a pretty right guy after all. There they are, Reed. We found the robot you smashed, thing, so we figured to say, what are you doing with Dr. Court? Dr. Ha! Meet the record, kiddies. So you're the one who sabotaged Bruce Banner's city defense array. I suppose it was easy for you to throw the blame on the Hawk, using the monstrous robot of yours. But where is the Hawk? Sure, everyone figured nobody but the Hawk could do that much damage, excepting me, of course. Even as Sue speaks, the incredible Hawk's money buy recovers from the effect of the spy's ray gun. Could hear him talking under my feet. Caught the wrecker. Rick is safe. Why did I leave? The mightiest legs on earth send the Hawk soaring upward. Still weak from Ray. No reason to hang around. Gotta change back to Bruce Banner. Don't want a thing to find me till I get my full strength back. Wouldn't stand a chance against him now. A few minutes later, new sign of the Hawk. In a way, I'm glad. That means his recovery covered from Kurt's ray gun, and he and left under his own power. Wasn't gonna change back to Bruce Banner. And before very long, Rick, you're all right. Hi, Bruce. Sure, I'm in the pink. Well, I've see you found your saboteur, eh? Yes, General, and Dr. Brenner was right. It was Carl Kurt, not the Hawk. Then what the heck was I fighting the Hawk for? Reed, I'm grateful for your help. Hope we meet again, time under better conditions. So do I, Bruce. I got a feeling there's a lot we could talk about, like you and Rick and the Hawk, for instance. Takes his back stack? Hard to tell with a brain like Reed Richards. I'm kind of glad he's on our side. Well, guess we'll be shoving off. Not just yet, if you please. There's a little ceremony to have you attend in your honor. And for the first time, an honored guard of the national top fighting men passes in review the vital missile base for a group of civilians. But civilians, such as the world has never known, the civilians known as the Fantastic Four. The next day, as the Fantastic car heads for New York, a mighty figure stands alone on a hilltop, watching it with unblinking eyes. They'll leave him, but I got the feeling this ain't the last time we'll meet. Will the Hulk again meet the Fantastic Four? Only time will tell. But one thing's certain, next issue, the Fabulous Four will meet the Red Ghost, one of the most powerful supervillains of all. Reserve a copy now! The end. And yeah, the next time they'll meet the Red Ghost. Though I'm pretty sure that issue is a more important character comes. Next time we are going to look at a pretty special issue, so yeah, see you then.